I'm Draco Selfimportant, and I think you should listen to me. We're gonna talk broadly. I might give examples, but we're just gonna talk generally about why I feed the trolls and or farm for hate comments. Um, Hi, I've been on the internet for a minute. Um, like I'm 41, bro. I am familiar with the concept of a lol cow. About a bajillion times I've mentioned Zachary and Michael on this channel. They make their bread and butter uh, doing commentary on lol cows. Like the foundation of their account was them doing commentary on Amberlyn Reed because they started watching her because they were like, oh, another queer person doing weight loss content. And then as it turns out, she's a bit of a train wreck. So, she's fodder for commentary. I think she's a bit of a train wreck because of her behavior, not necessarily because of like who she is. So far, I seem to be a bit of a train wreck because I have erratic speech patterns and am trans. Uh, oh, also, I'm poor. That's also yeah. Okay. Um, I mean, cool. Be classist. Awesome. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, here's the thing. I am a trans person in a country where people are forming laws against trans people. Where, like, not even a decade ago, they were fighting to not have gay people have rights, and I'm kind of both of those things. Hi, hello. Um, so like, I have to experience this shit either to my face or behind my back all the time, every day. Anyway, if I exist on the internet, I'm gonna have people say this shit. I used to spend so much fucking time on Facebook, like in like the little baby days of my being out. And I'm like, I can't fucking do this shit anymore because I just spent all my time arguing. And then I'm like, the typing is the part that's really the like, I don't like that as much. Which to do some comments is fine. Like at this point, I'm fine. But let me just be super clear. My ultimate goal is to get to a point that I get monetized and get enough viewership that I can ignore the comments and just let people go about their business and have that shit just generate itself. Like I'm hoping to get to a point that I get to like, you know, like other lolcows, man. Like the reason those people still put out content is because they make enough money to live. What else do I want here? You know, it's like um, I also am well aware of many creators who I don't think are dissimilar to myself, who are just regular ass creators who might get some hate comments, but that's not the majority of their shit. And if the haters push me out into the algorithm to get me to reasonable people, cool, bro. But let me be super clear. If I have an audience of nothing but haters, you're still watching. If I just have like a herd of commentary shit, you're still like you're watching the shit. And because you're watching it and because you're interacting with it and because you're putting shit in your shit that has my name presumably, right? Like if the dude who said that he was going to make a commentary channel, then while watching the video where I laughed hysterically about it, then tried to backtrack and be like, oh, I was just trolling. Were you, though? Or did I just call your bluff? Like, also said some shit about punching down. If you believe in punching down as a concept, then, like, if you're Mr. Cis White Man, good job, lots of money, owns a house. Like, to be fair, like, I'm a middle aged man. I have owned houses. Like, divorce is a bitch. I don't know what to tell you. Ask some other divorced dudes. Divorce is a bitch. Like, this is not a problem exclusive to me. Um, but also like mental illness is a bitch, and you're like asking me if I'm manic, and it's like not right this moment, but hi, hello, I've already said that I'm bipolar too. I don't think I've ever experienced actual mania, probably hypomania, whatever. The point is, I like attention. I have no fucking filter. I will say anything about myself to anyone at any point, and I know that regardless of what I do or do not say, people will judge me. So if I put myself on Front Street, the people who love me will love me, and the people who don't won't. And regardless, if you're here, typing, good. Thank you. Please. Please, God, make a video. Please. Please, please, please. Please put this shit out there. Please tell YouTube that my content is good enough that people want to make more content about it, because then they'll push it more and they'll push it to other content creators. Like, you want to play the game? Please, 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 please. Otherwise, I called your bluff and you're just continuing to engage. And like haters, come on down, because I still, after this, got another, like I'm getting comments from people who, you know, get it. And in the process of my little premiere, I identified a friend of mine who's watching my shit. So, hey, homie, how's it going? Alice in Wonderland, Sugar Cube, shit abound. I don't know. um, Dude. I don't know, man. It's so silly to me that, like, and then, like, before, like, this dude, okay, so it's, what the hell was it? Dead, dead, rotting, necropsy, something, what the fuck? Oh, just.dead.tissue. It's apparently a reference to Reanimator 2. He needed to tell me that, but leave it to a mentally ill person to blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, cool. Like, I've named myself after some shit that's like a reference to things, but like, for example, my name is Draco Selfimportant. That comes from the Wu-Tang Clan name generator. Had it popped up with some shit that did not relate to me at all or did not resonate with me, I wouldn't have picked it. Draco's from Dragons, not Harry Potter. Prior to JK being Turfy McQueen of the Turfs, I just never read the shit. I was forced to go to some movies with the ex because, like, it was like, oh, we're all going to see this stupid fucking Harry Potter movie. So, like, I've seen some of the movies, like, the whole way through in the theater, the best possible. And I was just like, this is. I like a sci-fi. My fantasy. I need it to be slightly more probable, or I need it to be animated. Like if it's gonna be fan fucking tastical, you can't present me with live action humans because then my brain just won't reconcile the two and I won't enjoy it. Like if you're presenting me with live action humans, I need like a Star Trek level of like, okay, here's the probability that this shit might happen, and especially considering they predicted touch screens, you know, they I know that Star Trek generally, and I believe this still happens with the modern Star Trek, has a lot of research put into it to try to make it as scientifically accurate as possible to everything that is known, as well as like pushing some theories that people are kind of like meh about. They just lean real hard into that shit because it's either like, well, that either happens or not, but like it's still like, maybe. Um, so you're like people riding on broomsticks doesn't like fit that for me, um especially since like actual witches were a thing that like were not unfamiliar to me, so I'm like, I ain't never known anybody to hop on a broomstick, but I've known some people to like chant and burn some herbs, so I don't know what you're saying, man. But I don't know. See, this is the thing, is it's like, I'm ADHD as a motherfucker. I lose the plot constantly. And also, let me be real, I'm high and also a little drunk. because it's, I don't know what the fuck time at night. I've been laughing my ass off. That premiere was just super fucking fun. That's the first time I've actually like, because I've only sat in like two of the times that I put shit on premiere half the time just because I'm like, ooh, this will push a notification. But now that I actually like, I don't know, have more than 8 subscribers, I should probably be in the premieres if I'm going to set the shit as a premiere. So I will do that if I'm if not, I will provide you with an explanation. I'm pretty close to the 50 subscriber mark, and at that point, I can just do lives, and then I can just like sit here with my chat on the other phone and just answer you live and not have to type. And also, then I can ramble without having to worry about how long I've rambled, and I would like to just be able to live stream my bullshit, and yeah, my plan is to live stream it and then watch it and then decide whether or not I actually want to keep it up. Uh, I know damn well that if like anyone gives a shit, they'll screen cap it. Like whatever. I understand that the internet is permanent. I get it. Like these people don't know who they're fucking with. Like I'm already a man, shit didn't catch fire because I took my social media presence like totally offline, but like, dude, I have been in memes already, man. Like, no, man. Now I just understand it for what it is, and now I'm ready to harness it for myself. So, if you would like, Mr. D. Kessler, Mr. What the fuck is it? I keep having to look because I've not. Listen, I think I watched the Scaredy Cats episode about Reanimator 2 because I'm pretty sure that Mildred slash Mildew covered. They call themselves Mildew when they do the Scaredy Cat stuff, and it amuses me. Covered the Reanimator 2 because I think that they're a fan of like the whole Reanimator series, whatever. So like I think that I'm vaguely familiar with this, but God, I never would have gotten like a reference from it. Like that's just not my jam, man. Like sorry. Um, but still, like that resonates with you. I'm sure you've watched way more things than Reanimator 2. Reanimator 2 is the only thing you've ever watched. That's the thing that you had to pick your name from. That you picked the thing that will represent me is dead tissue. Just dead tissue. Those are the words that represent me as a human being that I want to present to the entire ass world because I've made a point of telling you that I'm like coming at this from like some proxy server bullshit. Like I didn't use proxy servers in fucking high school probably before you were born. Um, just if you're not like child like 20 something. Ooh. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry to any 20 somethings that I just called children. I will stand by. Adolescence does not end when you're 18. Look like no, you 25 minimally. Like, and I say this as someone who really doesn't feel like I nailed adulthood until like 28. There's some variability there, but like they send you out into adulthood way before you're actually prepared because fuck it, figure it out, brother. Which like the rest of nature does that too. So I mean, whatever. Um, uh, dude, it just like I'm Draco Self-Important. Like I crafted the intro based on the name because like I think you should listen to me. Hi, I think I'm pretty fucking neat. I think I'm entertaining. I wouldn't be sitting here trying to be like blah 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 on the internet if I didn't think some motherfucking buddy somewhere would think I was entertaining. And what's funny is like I started posting things and then like immediately I had someone in my feed who's got a slightly bigger channel who is like I don't know, a ginger version of me. Like, I think his name is Lewis McClung. Um, I don't know if the dude is trans. He's either incredibly young or trans. And either way, I feel it because I'm in puberty number two, so I might as well be a baby in a lot of respects. Dude, had I had to go through male puberty without having a fully developed brain first, my God, the trouble I'd have gotten myself into. Testosterone is a hell of a drug. Sweet baby Jesus. I'd have knocked up the whole fucking neighborhood. Uh, just full stop. Like, my God. Um, yeah. I don't know. It's like I was just sitting here in my homeless shelter bed. Dude said that I lived. Oh, you live in a homeless shelter, and then I was like, yeah, bro thinks that homeless shelters have like cats and shit. He was like, oh, it's a joke. Like, okay, so here I am in my homeless shelter bed. Um, or the same stupid apartment I've lived in for entirely too long. Like, whatever. Um, like, I'm just sitting here feeling so self-satisfied and so like I got such a kick out of that shit. And then he engaged like because I tried to bait a couple of other people. Like there are other videos that you'll see from a couple days ago each that have other people's names in them that had like and I tried to bait them into it as well. And it didn't it didn't catch. The one guy like said one thing and that comment, dude, I got a notification that comments are disappearing on YouTube or like not appearing or some shit, and so like I don't know what the fuck happened to that comment. I like replied to it and or no, I didn't actually reply to it because I said that I wasn't going to reply until they engaged with the content, and as far as I know, they never did. So no need to reply to that person. And the comment appears to be gone. I don't know if other people can see it. Like, let me know. I don't know if they deleted it or what, but I can't fucking see it anymore. Um, yeah, like I already understand that just by existing as who I am in the political climate that I do, by Mr. D. Kessler saying getting anti trans comments is the easiest thing to do while feeding me those over and over and over and over and over again. Like, yeah, like I understand where I stand in society, and I think it's bullshit. But I also think that, like, you don't debate for the person you're debating, you debate for the audience. I've said it before and I'll say it again and I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. There are people who will see my shit who might be middle of the road, and or there are people who see my shit who will see me fucking as Kaylin Conrad would say, bashing back at this bullshit and will appreciate it. All you're doing is pushing me into the algorithm. Thank you. Like, you think you. I don't know if you actually think this or you just want me to think that you do. Honestly, like, deep down inside, like, I think you know I called your bluff. Please. Please. Like, yeah, people's emotions change based on, like, the input that they have at the moment. I received a comment from you that was fucking hilarious because it literally was the thing that I had said not 10 minutes earlier that I wanted was fucking commentary shit. I wanted someone to push my shit out, and then you're like, I want to do this thing. And then when I was like, oh, sweet Jesus, please do that, you're like, I was just kidding. Hmm. Sure, you were. Sure, Jan. Sure. Oh my god, I texted that to my middle kid the other day, and I just got, what? As a response, and I'm like, oh, can you know a meme? Just saying. Um, uh, so, um, To anyone who isn't hate watching, like, seriously, I'm gonna continue to put out stuff that isn't this. Um, I have lots of other interesting stories to tell. I love getting called Baby Hitler, uh, which Baby Hitler is a step up from Lesbian Hitler, I think, because Baby Hitler at least acknowledges that I'm a dude. So thanks for the upgrade, I guess. Either way, it's not great. Love getting called Baby Hitler after uploading a video about being shocked at yeah, go watch the grinder tattoo video, um and then giggle. um man, man, it's just the only people who get offended by being called Hitler, like really offended, are people for whom that hits home. And wow, did Hitler really super extra strength hate the homos and the trannies? So, like, even if I wanted to be a Nazi, I'm fucking SOL, bro. So, like, keep going. Keep going. Keep engagement farming for me, baby. Keep it. Keep it going. Because shit like that, like use of the term Hitler, oh man, that is algorithm gold. Mwah. Man. It's so fucking funny to me. It amuses me so fucking much. Like, it's been a long time since I've done something that was anywhere near work. And, I've never done like creative work. I've done creative things, I've done crafts, I've done gifts for people, whatever. But I've never done anything that was work that was creative. I've always done like medical shit or service industry shit or, like, and so this is the first time that I'm doing something that, could be considered creative work. Um, I'd like to consider it some form of comedy. At some point, I'd like to get a stand up routine down. Like, honestly, I'm like thinking of dabbling in some shorts, getting, some jokes out there. Um, if, some haters want to make comments on those too, that'd be great. Um, because here's the thing, man. As much as you hate it, when you engage with it, it throws it in the algorithm, and then somebody who doesn't hate it finds it, and then they stay. And that only has to happen so many times before I can make this into like my gig. So, D. Kessler, my sweet, my love, my nemesis? I don't know. I'd love to have like a nemesis this early in the game. Oh my god, that would be great. Ah, have you like off calling me slurs and shit while I'm over here laughing? Please, baby, please. Mwah. Hmm. I hope that other people are amused by this. I really do. I really, really do. I don't know if I'm going to premiere this or not. I might, just because it'll be fun. But, at any rate, um, everybody other than just dead tissue, yet again, that's a reflection of who you are. You don't pick a username without identifying with it, friend. Like, I'm sorry, that's not how people work. That's, that's, So I stand by it. That's a reflection of your lack of self esteem, as is your saying, I think I'm punching down, and then continuing to say shitty things. Like, you're saying, I believe that I'm punching down, but I'm going to keep doing it. Isn't that the definition of bullying, friend? Don't bullies generally bully because of their lack of self esteem? Isn't that like usually why people do that? No? Are you monetizing your comments to me? Because you said that was all just a troll. So what are you getting out of this, other than being a bully because of your super low self-esteem? What are you getting out of it, brother? So, um, if it's hate watching, please keep watching. I love it. I don't I don't care why you're watching. You're watching. YouTube doesn't care why you're watching. Google doesn't care why you're watching. The advertisers do not care why you're watching. You're still watching. And if you're making content, you're just advertising for me. But you said that was a troll, though, so why are you here? Bully, bigot, coward. But keep watching, keep commenting. Love the engagement. To everybody else, I love you. Be safe. Make good choices.